Good morning. I'm glad you're joining us today. Today's class is coming from my fitness room in the basement of the home, so I hope you enjoy the little change of scenery that I'm giving you today. Let's start today's class by just standing nice and tall, knees soft, shoulders relaxed, feet grounded into the earth, and just think of your chest being opened, your body being grounded, and your head being lifted to the sky. Lots of good positive energy out the top of your head. Breath up and exhale and sink it. These first few breaths are just to get us focused on the here and now, what we're doing at this moment. Let all the other distractions and things that you have to do the rest of the day, let them be gone for the next hour so you can just focus on your breath, your relaxation, your strength, boosting that immune system, healing your body, and making you feel better and ready for your day. To another breath in, and exhale, sink. Breath nice and easy, knees soft, just feel the fluidity of the body, reaching up and sinking down. Couple more. Last one. Very good. Now let's scoop the energy up. When you get about at your chest, turn your palms away, push up, and then really squeeze and pull those shoulder blades into the back. So breath up, turn and push, big stretch. So this is a Qigong move called supporting heaven like a pillar. Just a nice, easy stretch up. And exhale. Couple more. Out, one more, and push. Very good. Now let's just shift the weight side to side a little bit, starting to get a little balance transfer, getting our bodies loosened up a little bit, and involving a little bit more of the leg and the hip and the core. So just place your hands on your thighs, and as we're going side to side, now I'd like for you to just shift. So we're bending the knees slightly, not too far out over the toes, but just a little shift. Got my toes slightly turned out to the corners. And as we're doing this, so let's take the right arm, reach out, and then stretch it over. So reaching out and over. Now I'm still keeping my chest centered over top of my hips, and the movement has come from a reaching out and lifting up. It's a nice, easy stretch. Good. Out to the side and up. Two more. One more. Now your left arm. Take it out and reach over and up. Good. Nice, easy lift and stretch. Good. Breath in and out. Doesn't really matter how or when you breathe, just that you are breathing. One more. Very good. Now back to the center. Go ahead and pull your left toes in toward the front, your right toes out for your Tai Chi bow step. So as I'm going to the right, the knee's going out over the middle of the second toe, same as the leg that's pointing forward toward the camera. Notice again that my shoulders are stacked over my hips in that nice column. Now turn toward the right, and as you shift, still continue to keep that, and then let's push and pull the waves. So push in, then pull back, big stretch and push. So as you're moving forward, push, breath, and out. Good. Just keep that wonderful flow in and back. Good. Opening the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades, improving your posture, strengthening that upper back, and just getting good energy flowing in and out. Breath in. Good. Again. And a few more. Good. Now this is the last one. Push forward and just sort of turn your body, close that right foot, shifting the weight, open the left, shifting back and forth. Good. Now let's add the push and the pull the wave. Push, pull back. Good. push and in. Breath in and back. Good. Just feel the flow of energy and how comfortable and natural it feels to move as you're warming up and getting the back and the chest, everything aligned as it should be. A few more. Good. The last one, you're looking great. Come back to the center, back to the middle, close those feet. Breath up. And let's sink that energy. So you should feel a little bit more warmed up. Shake out your legs, your arms, just wherever you still feel a little bit loose. And then let's go ahead and do our Tai Chi tap. So it's kind of important to get that energy flow to the surface of the skin. So just up and down, don't forget your palm and the back of your hand. Good. Just get that blood flowing. Go ahead and tap the chest, warming up all along the front of your body, and then go down the other arm, up the back, and to the front. Good. And up, just nice, little easy. Pat back to the chest, and then down to the abdomen, working on waking up those internal organs so they will digest your food better, work more efficiently, be healthier and stronger. Very good. And take it back to the lower back a bit and your kidneys. Come back around across your hip, and now with the side of your hand, chop down through the inner thigh, and then up through the outer thigh. And then over the hip, back down again, and up and over the hip. Let's do it a third time. And up over the hip. Now let's slap the tops of the legs. Don't forget the tops of your feet. And then around to your calves, the back of your legs, over your hips and back around to the front again. Good. And up the back. And one last time. And then up the back. And once again, linger here a little bit. That lower back, wake it up. Get those kidneys working. Good. Back to the abs one more time, your chest, and now just take your fingertips to the back of your neck and go along your scalp. Just get the stimulation going to the surface of the scalp. And now to the forehead, just tap with your fingertips. Temples, go around across the brow, maybe underneath your eyes, and then up underneath your eyes by your sinus passages, great for congestion. And back to your temples, which helps with headache. Across the cheek and underneath the nose, underneath the mouth, the chin, and don't forget the jaw. And anytime you're feeling tense, or you have a headache, or you need to just stop and refresh, tapping is a wonderful way to wake you up and get you energized. And then just stand here for a second and feel how awesome that feels just to be awake. Breath again. And sink. Very good. Couple more. Very good. Now we're going to shift back side to side again. Still keeping, again, shoulders over the hips. Good. Now let the arms swing a bit. We're going to do a bow and arrow sequence. So go into a bow step and then come back to the middle and close and do a bow step on the other side. So let's get the feet first. Just close and open, close and open. Let your body turn in the direction that you're going. So it's a nice little rock and shift. And then arms like a bow and arrow. So we go over, come back and pull the bow, come in and pull. Good. You want your body going in the same direction, your focus in the direction of the pull. So just a shift. Good. And to the other side. And you can go at whatever speed you want to. If my speed is too fast, slow it down. And if you want to go a bit slower or a bit faster, you may do that. Good. Really let let that shoulder come back to stretch. Looks good. Now let's try it with the T-step. So as we're doing this, we bring the foot in, step out, and the other leg. So now we're doing a transfer of weight where all your weight is on one leg, beginning to get your balance. The minute you do that, you should feel a need to pull your core muscles a little tighter, soften your knees, squeeze your glutes a bit underneath you, gives you a little bit of better balance, a little more support, and it makes it easier for you to balance. Good. Now from the tap, let's try a knee. So come in, bring your knee up and down. Try to do it with as much control as you can. When you drop the leg, don't let it just flop, but see if you can place it on the floor so you can go the other direction. Good. Other side. Looks good. I'm going to do one more. Then we're going to try to hold that knee a bit. So this time, come over, come through your T-step, and then lift and hold the knee up. Good. Now let's shift and do it the other way. So come into your T-step first, get your balance, and then lift that leg. Good. Let's try it again. And they call it practice for a reason. So we've got to practice our balance, practice our movements so that we get better at them. Nobody can do it one time and get it perfect the first and every time. Good. Okay, let's try a quick kick this time. Come in and kick and down, and come in and kick and down. So it takes a couple of times. You got to hold your abs. You got to get that balance just right in your supporting leg. And of course, all of us have one leg that's easier, stronger, and better balanced than the other. Let's try it one more time quick. Good. Now let's see if we can bring that in and hold that kick a bit. It doesn't have to be high. Just bring it in, get your balance. Extend the kick to where you feel comfortable. Good. And release. Let's do the other side. Come in, get your balance. Pull your core in. Do whatever it takes to keep you balanced on that leg. Good. Let's try it one more time each leg. Step over. And kick and hold. Good. Bring it over. And kick and hold. Very good. Now, we're just going to come back to the middle. Bring the legs together. We're going to do some lunges or weight transfers front to back. So take your right leg and just step forward and back. Step front and back. So this can be a weight transfer. Just, rocking forward like you're getting ready to step forward and you're like, nope, I'm going to come back. Or it can be more like a lunge. Stepping and bending down deeper. Remember, if you do a lunge, you got to put that foot far enough out there that your knee stays over your ankle and doesn't go out over your toe. Good. Push and down. Good. So remember, it's just a shift or a lunge. A little bit of cardio there too for you. Now let's take our hands and just tap to your shoulders. You go down and good. Up, together. Good. Just tap. All right, we're going to do one more. Each side. Now let's step to the side. So we're just going to step and together and turn the toes slightly out just a little bit. Step to the side. This time, turn your body in the direction that you're stepping. So if I'm going left, I'm going to push my left arm forward. Going right, push right. So I'm turning and pushing. Good. This still works on the quads, the front of your leg and your glutes. And in a minute, we're going to change it a bit so that you're working the inner and outer thighs. So it's push and push. Good. Let's just do one more in this set. Now let's do a side squat step. So open, bend down, come together. Step out, left, and down, and together. So we're doing it slow right now. But in a minute, we're just going to step, lunge, and come back together. So what I want you to do is a step right, together, step left, together. So from this side, it's back side out, together, step side, together. And I'm just going to put my hands on my thighs for a moment. So you've got to hinge in your hip as if you were getting ready to sit down in your chair. Doesn't have to be deep. It just has to be in proper alignment so that the knees stay over your ankles and your tailbone pushes out. Good, and that works the inner and outer thighs. Good, so let's do one more each side. Together and left. Now let's step back. So this time you just step back and together, step back and together. So step. Good. So from this side, it looks like this. We're just stepping back. Not very big unless you want to do a little bit deeper lunge. Then you would bend back and together. Step back. Good. So you choose a little bit deeper lunge for a little bit more quad work, or just a transfer of weight, which basically focuses on the glutes more than the tops of your legs. All right, arms, going to tap back and in and push back. So as you're going back, you're squeezing the shoulder blades and pressing backwards, kind of engaging the triceps, the back of the upper arm. Good. Push and push. Couple more. You're doing great. Looks good. Last set of 2. Last set of 1. Very good. All right. So if you have your band or your weights, let's get that now. We're going to work on the upper body a little bit. We're going to start out with the band behind our waist. So you want to put it right here below your shoulder blades, right around, for ladies, where the bra comes. And then I like to open my legs with a fairly wide stance, dropping the tailbone and just softening my knees and kind of squeezing the abs so that I've got a good base of support underneath me. And we're going to take the right arm and just punch it forward and in. And when you're working with the bands, which I know we've talked about it before, the main thing to remember is to keep the band taut and keep tension on it even when you release. That helps the movement be smoother, less jerky. The band doesn't pull on your joints, and you are getting a very smooth resistance in, as well as a resistance when you come back. So right now, the lower body is very stable. So we're just kind of going slightly to the corner in front and to the other shoulder. So just push and push. Good. Good. Now let's take it a little bit more to the side and add a little bit more rotation in the waist. So turn. So I'm still keeping the hips still. They're still facing forward, holding still, and the movement is coming from a rotation in my spine, in the waist. So punch, punch. And this is working the chest as well as your core and your abs. And your back. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now let's do this and add a rotation. So we lift up and pivot on the foot. Good. Still keeping the hips under the shoulders, and just punch and punch. Good. Push, 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 push. And 4. Set of 3. 2 and 1. Very good. Now come back to the center, and I just want you to move a little faster. So keep your hips still and just punch, punch a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, a little bit more energy. And blood in your waist and your chest. And here we go, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Both arms out, open wide. Let the chest stretch. Come in, breath, and exhale, open. Breath, exhale, open. So from the side, exhale, open. Good, but the hips are staying right where they are. Open, good. 2 more. Big stretch. Really feel the back muscles squeeze. Now, stay here and just pull the elbows in and push out. So in and out, in and out. Good. Working the upper back, your rhomboids, the deltoids, the top of your shoulders. And push in and out, in and out. You got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, woo, hold open on 1. Good, hold it. Slowly release, very good. Come together and shake your shoulders out. Just kind of move the shoulders front to back to make sure they're loosened up. They didn't get too tight. Okay, so let's hold on to the band. Got your little finger in the ends to the outside. Then flip it up. The only reason we do this and turn the hands is to make the band a bit shorter. Keep looseness here so you don't have it like pulling on your skin, okay? And again, I've got a nice wide stance, breath up, taking the band up. Now we're not going all the way overhead, we kind of have it in our peripheral vision in front of you. So it's up and down, but keep intention on it. Breath, good, and down. Good, and down. 1 more. Now on this one, as you exhale and come down, hold the tension. So let your body roll forward a bit to stretch your lower back, and then let your arms hang. And this is one situation you can let the band be loose. Let your body hang because we're starting to stretch out the lower back a bit. Breath. Now slowly uncurl. Use your abs to help support you. Bring the band taut and come all the way up. Breath. Keep it taut till you begin to curl and roll down, and then you can let it relax. Only time I'll give you permission to do that. Just roll, breath, and exhale and curl. Band tight, take it back up 1 more time, and then bring it down. Soften the knees and round and curl. Go as far as you're comfortable. If you need to put the hands on your thighs, that's an option I forgot to mention. Good, eyes open, knees soft, uncurl. Come all the way up. Now, drop your right arm. Lean over, let the left arm come down. Let's do a little bit of a rotation around your tailbone. Right arm up. Now, go small at first because we're still just warming up, starting to use the back in a rotation motion. So just make it small at first and then lift up. But as you feel more loosened up, then make your circle a bit bigger. Hold your core, hold those abs, pull your belly button towards your spine so that you've got lots of support there. And then take it down and up. Good. Keep going. And up. Let's do 1 more. And then at the top, we're going to stop. Let's go the other direction. So drop the left arm, then bring the right arm down, and all the way around and lift up. This is wonderful for the hips, pelvis, the abs, the back. But you've got to take it slowly at first and get yourself warmed up. Don't go too big too quickly. And just breathe throughout the movement. I like to inhale here, exhale here, inhale here, exhale, inhale. That's what I like to do. The main thing is to keep breathing. Very good. One more. And hold up. Now bring those arms down, pull the resistance out. Take it up and forward and down and pull out. So from the side, it's up and down and out. Good. Up and down and out. Good job. One more. Up and down and out. And release. Very good. Shake out your shoulders. Loosen that up. Go ahead this time and turn the band so that your thumb and the ends are up. You're going to come in and you're going to place that under the arch of your right foot. So you want to go all the way back to the arch, put weight on that leg, and then pull up with the tension and the resistance. And try not to cock your wrists too much. Try to keep them as straight of a line as you can, which puts less strain on your wrist. So this is actually first going to be a leg and balance exercise, and then we'll do some bicep curls. So all my weight is on my right leg. Hold the arms out a bit, soften that knee, and bring the leg up and tap it forward, and then take it back. Front, good, and back. And front, and back, front, and back. Let's do 2 more times. Front and back. Now this time, hold it there. Got your balance here. Get that knee soft. Lift that left leg just a bit. Balance. Tap it down. Take it behind you. All the weight is in your right leg. Lean a little bit forward. Let me turn sideways so you can kind of see. A little bit forward, the body in a nice long line. And lift that leg a bit. See if you can balance. Keep trying. And release. Very good. Okay, weight still under the right leg. Left leg's just going to be back there in a little runner stance. And we're just going to curl the arms in and down. In and down. Good. Keeping the wrists straight. Just working those biceps. You keep the elbows kind of glued to your side so that just the upper arm is working. Good. Wrist straight. Good. 2 more. Now, let's alternate. Let's go left and right and left and right and in. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Very good. Now release it from under your right leg. Let's come over and put it under your left. This time we're going to the left with the little finger and the ends up. So we were like here just a minute ago. Just turn your hands down, little fingers up, and then go back under the arch of your left foot. You've got all the weight there in front. Very good. Release the arms out, and let's bring that foot through and back. So right foot through and back. So your supporting leg, your abs, everything, including the arms, are helping balance you. So you might feel the resistance in the shoulders because of the way that the arms are out. Definitely in that supporting leg and hip, even in your abs. Spread your toes out. That gives you even a deeper rooted feeling to the earth. Very good. This time, take that right leg forward and lift it up to balance a bit. Good. Tap it down. Take it back. You're going to lean in that slight position forward. Hold it and lift that back leg up just a little bit. Good. And release. Now in this position, we're going to work on our triceps a bit. So let's take the left arm back and the right. So from the side, this is what we're doing. We're isolating the triceps. We're only doing one at a time on this side, so we can really focus on the back of the upper arm. Notice my wrists are straight, so you want to keep them straight and back. Good. And back. Good. One more time each side. Now we're going to do each side a little bit faster. So start with your left arm, hold it back, and let's pulse it back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now the right arm. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do the left one more time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And the right end. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. And release. Excellent, excellent. So that's hopefully got your biceps, your triceps, your shoulders, your back. And that's all we'll do with the band for standing. For our arms, we'll add it to some exercises when we start to sit down. Bring the chair in if you have your chair close by. And I'm going to turn so that the back of the chair is closest to me and the seat's out there. So we're going to work a little bit more on hip and glute and balance. So I'm going to take my right leg forward, then the left leg back. So it's kind of your nice, good runner stance. I'm going to let the chair slide out a bit so that I feel like I've got an equalized balance between my arms and the back of my leg. And from this point, I'm going to pull the left leg in and step back. So still keeping the knee over your ankle. Pull in as if you were going to touch your knee to the back of the chair and back. So pull in and back. 3, 4, 5, good, 6, 7, and 8. Now we do the same thing, but we're going to do a little modification in that we're not touching the floor when we take the leg back. So once you put the knee in and lean back, and when you do, hinge your body forward so that you're kind of keeping a straight line. So pull in and back. 3 and back. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now on this 8, try to hold it, keeping your hip down. Good. Flex the foot in and extend the leg. So flex in as if you were kicking yourself with your heel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Shake it out because this time your sporting leg is probably getting a little bit tired. All right, let's go to the other side. So we're going to do the same thing with the right leg. You've got all the weight on your left. Extend that right leg back. Make sure you got good place, some space, a little bit of distance in front of you. The knee stays over the ankle. So you can have a 90-degree angle with that lower leg. Let's pull the knee in and touch back. In and back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so this next one is the hinge and the extension. You ready? Knee in, and then reach back. 2, 3, try to keep your hips parallel to the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7. You're doing great. Hang on, one last one. 8, hold it for a second. Very good. Come in and shake it out. You might have found the second was a little bit easier than the first. Okay, now we got our chair. Walk yourself back and stretch out your lower back. So I've got my feet right underneath me, body round. Just give that nice, wonderful stretch through the back, pushing the arms forward. You even feel it under the arms. It's Nice, good stretch. One of my favorites. Very good. Knees soft, just walk your feet in and uncurl. Now let's stretch those quads a bit before we sit down. So you have a couple of options. Hold on to your chair, reach around, take hold of your pant leg, your shoe, your ankle, and bring that leg underneath you while pushing the hip forward. If that is too great of an angle for you, use your band or a towel, come under and hold it and push your hip forward. So that's variation number 2. And number 3, put that foot there and just push your hip forward to stretch out the front of your thigh. So everybody's got different mobilities, different range of motion. And I want you to do the one that's going to give you the best benefit of stretching from your hip all the way down across your knee. Good, and just hold it a bit. Now release that. Let's do the other leg. Use either of the methods that you were shown and just stretch out the front of your leg. We use the front of our thighs to get it in and up and out of chairs, transferring, squatting, lifting. So they need to be strong and they need to be stretched out so that your hip doesn't get tight and then your body is sort of rounded over. So keeping 2 real important muscle groups as we age to keep stretched out are these hip flexors and the chest muscles. Because if you can open in the chest and keep your body upright as opposed to slumping over, as well as if you can keep these hips stretched out and not get them tight and bent over, it'll avoid this type of movement as we age. We want to be able to stand tall and open and lift. So that's what we're working toward with all of the movements that we do. Still using the chair, and I know we just stretched the quads, but I'm also going to practice a little bit of your seat, getting into the chair and standing. So with any chair, look behind you, make sure the chair is there. Legs are hip distance apart. They should be just coming straight down under your hips. Hinge at the waist. Keep the knees over your ankles. You can grab the chair if you need that extra help. Otherwise, try to hinge and use the power of your thighs to set down in your chair. Very good. To get back up, same thing. You want to have those heels underneath your knees. I like to actually have mine just a little bit in front, which protects my knees and even more. The thing you don't want to have happen is have them back under like this. And this is anytime you sit down and get up from the dining table, anything that you're doing, even the sofa. Lean your body forward. You can use your thighs, your hands on your thighs. You can use hands on the side of the chair, or strengthening by just having them be by your side. Lean forward, use the power of your heels, and lift yourself up. And always remember when you stand up, push the hip forward. If you've been sitting a long time in a car ride, when you get out of the car, stretch, push your hips forward. Great way to stretch. So let's sit back down one more time. Very good. We're going to do a few abs in the chair. So come into the middle of the chair, sitting tall, and I'm going to pull my belly button in and sort of round my body back to the back of the chair. So I'm not slumped, nor am I flat. It's just a little bit of a letter C, scooping in my abs. My legs are 9 degrees or greater. Take a breath. Just let your fingertips walk to your knees as you curl your body. Come up and set up tall. Breath. Exhale, round. As you exhale, pull your belly button in and go back. Breath. Exhale, walk your fingertips up and set up tall. Breath. Exhale, pull the belly button in. A great way, if you don't want to lay on the floor to get your ab and core work, this is a great way to keep those abs awake and get them stronger. Exhale. Very good. Next step up is either take the arms out or cross your chest. Breath. Now round and come up. Set tall. Breath. And exhale, round down. Breath. Exhale, curl up. Breath. And exhale, curl down. One more. Up. and down. Now I'm doing this with a breath up and exhale and breath down. You can also do it with singles. So you would just do a breath every time you come down, exhale on the lift. So it looks something like this. Breath, exhale, 8, count with me. 7, good. 6, so that way I know you're exhaling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. You got your band handy? Grab your band from around the back of your chair and then put it around the back of the chair. Now everybody's got different chairs and it might slide up and down. If it won't go around your chair and your body, then don't worry about it. You don't have to use it. We're back in our little rounded position, and you're just going to crisscross the band across the lower part of your ribs, between your ribs and your belly button, okay? So now as we lift, you'll have a little more resistance, and what you're going to the tendency is going to be to use the hip flexors to lift up. So relax your legs so that you're indeed using your abs to lift up. Think of lifting your sternum up toward the sky. Take a breath, then exhale, lift up, and then slowly release down, because the releasing down is going to be against tension, and you'll find you get a workout that way too. Lift up, then exhale, round down, breath up, and round down, breath up, and down. Couple more. So I'm just showing you options so that you can do these on your own anytime. Now let's do a crisscross for the obliques or the waist. So I'm going to open my arms out, keeping the right shoulder on the chair. I'm going to lift my left shoulder and my right knee, bring it together and center, breath, and then tilt the other way. So one shoulder stays down, you're just rotating in the waist to the other knee. And if you look in the direction of your going, that will make the rotation a little bit bigger. So turn, good. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good, squeeze. So a lot of these movements, you have to actively squeeze your abdominal muscles, squeeze your belly button to your spine to really feel the work. So last 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, release. We're going to let that band go on the back of your chair. I'm going to turn my chair forward. Very good. I want you to slide to the front of your chair, legs open, and just let your body round forward and down. So you decide how far you want to go. If you want your arms to dangle, your head dangle, just let your body relax. Then hands to your thighs, breath. Exhale, uncurl. And curl all the way up, breath up. And exhale, pull that energy down. Good, breath again. Exhale. Couple more. And down. Now turn those palms up, lift up, turn away, and out and around. Come and scoop in. Exhale. Now this time, you're seated in the chair. I want you to scoop the arms up, back of the palms together, round your body forward. Now uncurl, bring your palms out and up, and exhale, push the bad energy out of your body. So round, scoop in, come up, breath. Feel the newness of that new breath, all the oxygen and energy coming back into your body. Lift up and out. The next thing I want you to do is just push your ribs to the right and chest forward. To the left, and then squeeze that belly button and come back. Push right and front and side. So it's as if you're making a circle around your tailbone using your ribs. And keep your weight even on your hips as you're doing this. That you're really working deep in your core and your abs and your back. So this should really feel so good from your hips to your ribs. Chest forward. Good. And squeeze here. Wonderful, wonderful way to energize your core. Get that Dantian, your internal furnace, moving most efficiently. Squeezing all those internal organs. Now let's go the other way. So let's shift back to the left and chest forward. Good. Just a nice little rotation around the tailbone. So it's as if your head is making a circle around your tailbone. Some wonderful work in the ribs. Might take you a couple of times to get the feel for it, but you can do it. It looks great. Just a wonderful, wonderful core movement, loosening, stretching, strengthening, squeezing oxygen and blood throughout your body. Good. One more. Feels really good. Very good. Come back to the center. Breath again. Exhale, lower that energy. Let your body this time dangle over, your legs closer together. Feel that deep, deep stretch in your back. Eyes open, breath, and uncurl. Very good. Set up tall. Put your right arm on the side of your chair. Left arm comes over. I want you to set up as tall and around that spine. And imagine you're wrapping your body like a ribbon around your spine. First turning the waist, the shoulders, and the head. Look behind you. Good. Release. Come to the center. Let's go the other way. Left arm, right arm on the outside. Set up tall. And turn. Breathe and stretch. As tall as you can. And back to the center. Let's repeat that one more time. See if you're more stretched out the second time. Breath. Turn. And release back to center. And the other direction. Good. Back to the center. Tilt your right ear to your right shoulder. Keep those shoulders down, body lifted. Very good. Now just roll your head forward a bit to where you go over to the left shoulder. Left ear by the left shoulder. Very good. Now roll the head forward and back to looking straight ahead. One exercise we talk about a lot is strengthen these muscles in the back of your head. So if you can imagine you're pushing your chin back, pushing the back of your head to the wall behind you. You can even put your hand back there. Push, hold, keep breathing, but squeeze those muscles and then let them relax. Do it again. Push back. These are strengthening these overused muscles that you use every time you look at your phone, your computer, a book, while you're knitting, any of those things. We want to strengthen these muscles that get overused. Good exercise to do every day. It's a great one to do first thing in the morning. And release. Very good. And last but not least, sit back in your chair and let's circle those ankles one direction and the other. Wiggle the toes, shake it out. Very good. Release, and now the left leg circle. And reverse. Wiggle your toes, shake them, move them. Just make sure those ankles are nice and loosened up. They carry us around all day because we got to be kind to them. Same thing with your fingers. Turn your palms up, turn your palms down. Get a little bit of work there in your forearm. Make sure that you keep it moving well. Same way with your wrist. Open, up and down. Good. And for our arthritis, just make sure you spread those fingers. Close, but don't make a tight fist, but open and really stretch. Just close, open and stretch. Very good. Shake all that out. You did great. Breath up. And just sink that energy. Now it's time to reflect on how your body feels, how energized you may feel, which muscles might be tingling a little bit from working. At the same time, which muscle groups might be relaxed and refreshed. Let's take a little inventory of your body. At this time, bring your arms up, palms together. And hands to heart. Close your eyes. And just let yourself sink into your chair. And breathe. You want to take a breath in. Then exhale twice as long as you inhaled. Breath in. And exhale. With each breath is new life, new beginning, new energy, new healing. And as you exhale, just let out all the things out of every single pore of your body that you no longer need. Bad energy, dis-ease, anxiety, pain, tension, negative feelings. Let them all go. Breath in. New day, new beginning, new life. Exhale and push out all the things. Say goodbye to what you no longer need in your body, your mind, and your spirit. Continue to do that as you relax and feel your body sinking deeper and deeper into your chair, your feet sinking deeper into the floor. Imagining as you exhale, your body is just melting like butter into your chair, really relaxed, really at ease. And as we close our class with a prayer, we want to thank you, Heavenly Father, for another beautiful day, a new beginning, a new chance with each breath to be a better version of ourselves. You are the great healer and the great creator. And it's our job to use these wonderful bodies you've given us the best way we can and to use them to do your good here on earth as we go out sharing, loving, and presenting kindness, tolerance, patience, and love to all those that we meet each and every day. Be with those that aren't feeling so good, that are in pain, that are sick and needing you, whether that sickness is physical, mental, or spiritual. We pray that you will use us to help touch those and that your healing spirit will be with each and every one of them. We thank you for all of our many blessings and for the ability to come together in your good. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, I hope you enjoyed this morning's class. Have a great day, and I will see you Tuesday or next Thursday. Bye.